Okay.
Sir,
Tell me, beta.
sir, you upload this video on YouTube, sir.
Yes, yes, yes,
If we
yes.
not understand anything, we will see it again.
Okay, ma. Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good morning, my dear legendary students of BSC second year. Warm welcome and pleasant morning, all of you. Good morning. So today we are going to discussing about the new topic of our second year, that is respiration. What na? That is called respiration. Respiration. Okay. What is respiration? What is respiration means what? Respiration means anybody can say the answer. What is respiration? What is respiration, ma? Respiration means what, ma? So it is to inhale, to inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide is called what, ma? Respiration. Respiration means what, ma? Inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of water. Exhalation of carbon dioxide. That means what, ma? For example, so environmental oxygen to be inhalation into respiratory organs. From the respiratory organs to so carbon dioxide exhalation takes place. So this is an environment. This is called environment or outside. So what happened? What is the respiration? For example, the oxygen which is inhaled. So inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide is called what, ma? Respiration. So this is very very important. And inhalation is called inhalation. This is called inhalation. This inhalation is called inspiration of oxygen. Inhalation means what, ma? Inspiration of oxygen, and carbon dioxide is called what, ma? So that is expiration of carbon dioxide is called so that is exhalation of carbon dioxide is called expiration. Inhalation of oxygen is called inspiration. So this is called respiration. Is a first definition. Once I repeat. So what is respiration? Respiration is nothing but to inhale the oxygen to exhale the carbon dioxide into respiratory tract. Simply what we can call it. What happens? Exchange of gases from environmental to respiratory organ to inhale. That is called respiration. But here one more definition. This is one of the definition. Inhalation of oxygen, exhalation of carbon dioxide is called respiration. Inspiration of oxygen and exhalation of whatever carbon dioxide is called respiration. Right? So, next, for what purpose? Okay, for what purpose the respiration takes place? Come on, tell me. This our food material to oxidize. Our food material to be oxidized in the presence of oxygen to produces ATP energy. That metabolic activity is called what, ma? So that is called respiration. That is called what, ma? Respiration. These are the three definitions you must be known. What is respiration? What is respiration? Remember one thing. So respiration means to inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide, or one more definition. Inspiration of oxygen and expiration of carbon dioxide is called respiration. And for what purpose the respiration we are going to respire? For example, total all metabolic activity must be required ATP energy. For example, our hands are on the board. You are sitting in your seat, you are listening. Okay, my tongue is dancing and talking. Okay, must be required ATP energy. So this ATP energy we already done for breakfast, right? That food material after digestion, the simple molecules are break down. Simple molecules are oxidized into form of whatever ATP energy. So in the cell, that is mitochondria is responsible for the production of ATP energy. See, respiration is nothing but the food material to be oxidized. The glucose should be oxidized to produces ATP energy, the presence of oxygen. That is called also known as respiration. That is also called respiration. This is a very important thing. What is respiration reaction? Okay, what is respiration reaction? Respiration reaction, remembering one thing. Okay, what is respiration reaction, ma? Respiration reaction means before the respiration. Okay, first of all, photosynthesis. We are going to photosynthesis reaction. First of all, we should do. What is photosynthesis? What is photosynthesis reaction? That means 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O, okay, gives rise to the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. That means okay, sunlight, okay, and to produce C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2. This is the photosynthesis reaction. This is the photosynthesis reaction. Photosynthesis reaction means okay, here sunlight is involved, chlorophyll is involved, right? So the carbon dioxide simple molecules which are to be formed of simple molecules of carbon dioxide, simple molecules of water in the presence of chlorophyll, sunlight to be formed of complex molecules. What happened now? So glucose, water, and oxygen to be produces. That is photosynthesis. This photosynthesis reaction is called photochemical reaction. Okay, now. So this photosynthesis is a very important reaction for all organisms. Photosynthesis reaction is very important for all organisms. Without photosynthesis reaction, remembering one thing, without photosynthesis reaction, there is no life in the environment. There is no life. For example, any organism we should take, okay, without oxygen, the oxygen produced from photosynthesis. Okay, we are eating, the organisms are eating food material, the food material which are formed from the that means photosynthesis reaction. We are wearing clothes, right? The clothes are the cotton, that means the fiber should be produced from the plants. Without plants, there is no life in the environment. That's why we must be the save the trees, save the photosynthesis, save the life, save the nature, save the world. That is the power of photosynthesis reaction. Okay, so why we discussing about here in the respiration of photosynthesis? But photosynthesis is a photosynthesis is a it is a anabolic reaction. It is a anabolic reaction. Photosynthesis is an anabolic reaction. But now, so exactly a reverse reaction of the photosynthesis. Reverse reaction of the photosynthesis is called respiration. Right? How? For example, see C6, that means C6H12O6. That means the glucose. In the presence of oxygen, that means the glucose is oxidized. The glucose is oxidized in the presence of oxygen to be formed. What happened? Okay, here 6CO2 plus 2, that means 6H2O plus 686 kilocalories. Okay, how much the respiration to be giving how much energy? How much energy that the respiration reaction to produces 686 kilocalories energy to produces. How much 686 kilocalories energy should be produces from so what glucose. Here this is called respiration reaction. Respiration already told third definition. What the glucose to be oxidized. Glucose should be oxidized to produces more energy. More energy. So that's why the photosynthesis, that means respiration, is called a catabolic reaction. Catabolic reaction, very important. What is the difference between the catabolic and anabolic? Photosynthesis is that means anabolic reaction. Respiration is a catabolic reaction. Why? Here anabolic nothing but to build. those simple molecules are tubule to form of large molecules like glucose. But whereas here the large molecules are oxidized, large molecules are catalyzed and to form of simple molecules. That's why it is called breakdown, lysis. That's why it is a catabolic reaction. It is an anabolic reaction. It is a constructive reaction. It is a breakdown reaction. It is anabolic reaction. It is a okay now. So this is the important reaction about the respiration. Okay. So now I would like to go. Okay. What is types of respiration? Types of respiration. Types of respiration. How many types of respiration? Right? Number one. Okay. Number one. So that is external respiration. External respiration. Okay. External respiration. Number two, internal respiration. Internal respiration. Okay. Number third, sorry. So cellular respiration. Cellular respiration. This is the very important. What one? Number one, external respiration. Number two, internal respiration. Number three, cellular respiration. Right? So very, very important. What is external respiration? Anybody can say? What is external respiration? Come on, tell me. Arshia, Sarika. Anybody can say? Pallavi, Sahana, Soumya. Okay, Ramya, Bhavana. Anybody can say that answer? So external respiration means what? The external respiration means that means the what ma? So the respiration takes place between the environment to respiratory organs. That means lungs or whatever. The respiration between the what ma? The respiration between the environment to respiratory organs or outside to respiratory organs simply. So the exchange of gases between the outside to respiratory organs or environment to respiratory organ to environment is called external respiration. Once again repeat, what is external respiration? Nothing but so here the aroma, remembering one thing, the respiration between the environment to respiratory organ to environment is called external respiration. For example, from environment to oxygen. What ma? Environment to oxygen is enters into respiratory organs. For example, see. For example, this is a respiratory organs. This is a respiratory organs. This is a environment. Okay. In the environment, a rich amount of the oxygen is there. Right? How much percentage of the environment? That means nearly 21% of oxygen is there. 7 nitrogen percentage, 78% of nitrogen is there, and CO2 percentage, that 0.0, actually 0.033%, nowadays 0.044%. How much percentage? Carbon dioxide 0.004% is there now. Nowadays updated because of it is increased. Okay, so what ma? In the environment, the oxygen is more percentage is there. Nitrogen is more, 78% is there. So this oxygen which is enters into respiratory organs. Already told you na, environment to respiratory organ, that is oxygen enters, right? From respiratory organ to after metabolic activity, the carbon dioxide removed from the respiratory organ to outside. That is called what ma? External respiration. External respiration. Remembering one thing. So this what is common time I already told you. So inhalation, that means from environmental air, environmental oxygen is inhale into respiratory organ is called what ma? Inspiration. What ma? Inspiration. Inspiration. Okay. And from respiratory organ to exhalation of carbon dioxide is called expiration. What ma? Expiration. Remembering one thing. So simply external respiration nothing but. Once I repeat, external respiration nothing but. So the exchange of gases from environment to respiratory organ to environment is called external respiration. From environment to respiratory organ, the oxygen is to inhale. From respiratory organ to environment, the oxygen to exhale. That is called to inhalation of oxygen from environment to respiratory organ is called expiration. From from respiratory organ to that means environment, the carbon dioxide is exhale. That is called what ma? So that is called expiration. That is very very important. 1 minute. So what ma? Very important thing. So once external respiration to inhalation of oxygen is called inspiration. To exhalation of carbon dioxide from respiratory organ to environment is called external respiration. So in the external respiration, two respirations are there: inspiration, expiration. Inspiration of blood to in oxygen, to out carbon dioxide, and internal respiration. What happened now? Internal respiration. So that is the exchange of gases from a respiratory organ bloodstream. Simply, respiratory organ or bloodstream. Okay, respiratory organ to cell to respiratory organ. Okay, simply. What is internal respiration? So what happened now? The respiration that means respiratory organ to cell to respiratory organ through the bloodstream is there. Through the blood. The blood is to supply the oxygen to cell. The blood is supplied to supply the oxygen to cell, and the cell after remove of carbon dioxide, the blood to collect the carbon dioxide to cell to respiratory. Right? So that is internal respiration. Once again I repeat, internal respiration but the exchange of gases from so respiratory organ to cell to respiratory organ to the bloodstream. Okay, that is called internal respiration. Clear? Very very important. Now see next is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration means what? Cellular respiration means come on tell me. Cellular respiration, but after digestion, the respiration takes place within the cell. This is a cell. Here in the cell, what happens? Mitochondria or everything is there. Here in the cell, mitochondria, everything is there. In the cell, okay, the respiration to this takes place. Okay, the respiration takes place within the cell. Respiration takes place within the cell is called cellular respiration. Once I repeat, respiration takes place in the cell, so that is called cellular respiration. The cellular respiration to produces ATP energy. In the cellular respiration, the ATP produces, that means ATP produces. The ATP produces 4 steps. Okay, what are the 4 steps are there? What are the 4 steps are there? Number 1, glycolysis. Number 2, okay, oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, oxidative phosphorylation and decarboxylation. And Krebs cycle. And next one, so that means electron transport system. So these totally which are takes place in the cell is completely what happened now? The glucose should be oxidized. Glucose should be oxidized to produce ATP energy, that is called within the cell, that is called cellular respiration. This ATP energy to produce as 4 steps. Number 1, glycolysis. Number 2, oxidative decarboxylation and phosphorylation, and Krebs cycle, and so electron transport system. These are the produces ATP energy within the cell. That is called cellular respiration. Okay, so this is very important thing about the respiration. Now, okay. Now, I would like to start respiratory organ. Okay, next what, ma? Respiratory organs. What is respiratory organs? Respiratory organs. What are the respiratory organs are they? Okay, respiratory organs are the, what are the respiratory organs are they? Very, very important. Okay, now clear? So what are the definition of respiratory organs? Respiratory organs, okay, which is important. Which organs are? Which organs are? Which organs are? Which organs are? Which organs are responsible for? Which organs are responsible for the respiration? Which organs are responsible for the respiration? That organs are called respiratory organs. Respiratory organs. Once I repeat, which organs are responsible for? Okay, so respiratory organs. So that organs are called respiratory organs. Once I repeat, which organs are responsible for the respiration? That is called whatever respiratory organs, right? What are the respiratory organs? I would like to give a brief, right? So number one, for example, okay, protozoa, okay, porifera, protozoa, porifera, and Ciliarita or Nidaria. Okay, Nidaria. Okay, Nidaria, simply Nidaria. Protozoa example amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium. Porifera example sponges. Okay, Ciliarita example Nidaria. That means example Hydra. Okay. So these are the animals which are Protozoa, Porifera, Ciliarita. These animals which are having so especially for, okay, the process takes place of respiration. That is, the process is called diffusion. What, not diffusion? Okay, of course, amoeba and paramecium is a unicellular organism and single cell organisms. Okay, porifera is a cellular organism and Ciliarita is a multicellular organism. Whatever it may be, so these animals which are takes place the respiration, the process, the principle, that is diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion means, so the oxygen molecules which are moved towards from high concentration to low concentration. The oxygen molecules which are rich in the water. Actually, protozoa, porifera which are living in the fresh water, right? So whatever it may be in the fresh water, there will be rich amount of the oxygen is there. So from the oxygen molecule from high concentration to lower concentration, so moves towards from high concentration to lower concentration. So without any membrane, cell membrane. Okay, that is the process called diffusion. What are the animals? Protozoa, porifera, Ciliarita. One more animals are there, that is called echinodermata. Echinodermata animals. Echinodermata animals which are what happened? So example starfish. Example starfish. These are the animals which are takes with the respiration process. The principle is called diffusion. Right. So protozoa is completed, porifera is completed, Ciliarita is completed, echinodermata is completed. So what next to platyhelminthes? What platyhelminthes? Platyhelminthes and nematihelminthes. Nematihelminthes, platyhelminthes and nematihelminthes. So platyhelminthes, nematihelminthes are, these are the parasites. These are all the what ma parasites. Remember one parasites. Okay, clear? So these are the parasites. Okay, very important thing. Parasites are doesn't have any respiratory organs. These parasites are doesn't have any respiratory organs. About how to respire, how to survive. Without oxygen, the animals which are not survive. But these plant elements, these which are okay survive for the energy. That is, these are animals which are living in the host. That is, and that takes place anaerobic respiration. What respiration, ma? Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. Very important. Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration, you know very well. What is anaerobic respiration? They produces ATP energy without oxygen. Right? Anaerobic respiration, but they produces the ATP energy. So, of course, they produces little bit. 4 ATPs are produces without the oxygen is present. Okay. So that's why we are not involving of the oxidation process, right? Oxygen is not essential. Only they are living in the anaerobic respiration, the parasitic nature. Years of years they are surviving in this anaerobic respiration, right? That's why platyhelminths, nemathelminths doesn't have any respiratory organs, right? Clear? Next, okay, platyhelminths, nemathelminths completed. Next one, Annelida. Annelida. This Annelida example, earthworm. What ma? Earthworm. Earthworm. So the earthworm, you know very well. This earthworm, okay. So which is having in the dorsal side, the earthworm which is having the dorsal side. Okay, earthworm in the dorsal side, you know very well. So here this the earthworm belongs to Cytosilo. Always the earthworm skin is what ma wet in condition. The earthworm skin is what ma wet in condition. Wet in condition because why? How? So the earthworm skin which contains mucus gland, number one. Mucus glands are there. These mucus glands to secretes always to secrete the mucin. Always to secrete the mucin. Number one. Number two, that means the earthworm which contains dorsal side, dorsal pores are there. What ma? Dorsal pores are there. Through the dorsal pores, what ma? So the coelomic fluid which is comes outside. What beta? Coelomic fluid also which is comes out. Coelomic fluid which is comes outside, right? The coelomic fluid which is comes outside. So number one, always the skin is wet in condition. So clear. Number two, how the skin is wet, always wet because of mucin secreted from mucus glands from the skin. Next one, coelomic fluid which is secreted, which is comes from coelom to outside. That's why the skin is always wet in condition. Okay, so that's why see this earthworm is going to which respiration? Here skin involving. So whatever, for example, outer oxygen is enters into skin. Outer oxygen which enters into inhale. Outer oxygen enters into body. So that is called inspiration, and from the body to outside carbon dioxide comes outside. That is called expiration, right? So inspiration and expiration. Inhalation means what, ma? The oxygen which is comes outside, the oxygen which is come from environment to body. Carbon dioxide body to outside. That is same process takes place here. Which principle involving here? That is diffusion is involving. But which organ is directly involving here for the respiration? That is skin. That's why the earthworm respiration is called what ma? Cutaneous. Cutaneous respiration. Which respiration, ma? Cutaneous respiration takes place. Cutaneous respiration takes place of an earthworm. Very important. Okay, now, for example, the skin is coated with, already told, the skin is coated with wax, earthworm is going to die. Very important because of the dorsal side. Okay, the skin is always wet because of mucus gland secrete the mucin, and coelom is to be sent secrete the coelomic fluid from coelom to outside. That's why the skin is wet in condition. The skin is responsible for the respiration. It's called cutaneous respiration. Here, next. Okay, next one. Okay, annulida is completed. Next one, arthropoda. Arthropoda. Okay, so arthropoda. These arthropodans. So what are the arthropodans which are there? Okay, mainly the arthropodans. Okay, so here book gills are there. Which animals? The book gills are responsible for the respiration. The book gills are the respiratory organs in the arthropoda. The example is limulus. The example is what ma? Limulus. Limulus. Limulus is also scientific name and common name is called king crab. What ma? It is also called what ma? King crab. Clear? So that is limulus. And next to book lungs are there. Book lungs. Okay, these book lungs, the example. So number one, spider. Number one animal that is called spider. Okay. Number two, that is scorpion. Number two, what must scorpion? Scorpion animal. So which are takes place. Book lungs are responsible for the respiration in spider and scorpion. Book gills are responsible in as respiratory organs in the limulus. That is a common scientific name. Common is called king crab. Okay. Now one more important is the animal is called tracheal respiration. What ma? Tracheal respiration. Tracheal respiration. Tracheal respiration. Tracheal respiration. That trachea is present. Trachea is present in insects. What ma? Insects. All insects which are takes place, the respiration is called tracheal respiration. The tracheal respiration is the dorsoventral side, dorsoventral compressed lateral side. Okay, so here tracheal pores are there. So these tracheal respiratory pores are there, which are open in the outside, which are responsible for. Trachea is responsible for the respiration. So that is called tracheal respiration. That is a special example insects, right? Very important. Now, coming to the pointer, so these are the arthropods. Now, coming to the pointer, okay, mollusca. Okay, molluscans. Molluscans. These molluscans, what are the important about them? Molluscans. Example, phyla. Example, what ma? Phyla is there. In molluscans, what are the respiratory organs are there? Number one, okay, ctenidias are there. Ctenidias are there. Ctenidia. Number two, gills are there. Okay, ctenidias. Ctenidias also called comb plates. It is also called what ma? Comb plates. Ctenidias. And gills are there, and next word was skin is there. Skin in phyla example. So molluscans, special example for phyla, ctenidia, the comb plates are responsible for the respiration, and gills are responsible for the respiration, and skin is responsible for the respiration. Skin nothing but cutaneous respiration, right? These are all the examples of mollusks. Now, next one, okay, echinodermata, I told you, echinodermata, that is what ma, echinodermata, umbilical system is there, water vascular system is there, the water vascular system is responsible for the respiration through the principal process, diffusion. Through the process of the principal, that is called what ma, diffusion is there, so that is very important. Now, hemichordata, that is already told you, Gasopharyngeal. What ma? Gasopharyngeal gills are responsible. Gasopharyngeal gills are responsible for the, okay, so as a respiration as for respiratory organs. Okay now. Next what ma? Fishes. Next what ma? Fishes. Fishes which is having what ma? Gills are there. Fishes having what ma? Gills are responsible for respiratory organs, which are, that's why they are responsible for what ma? Bronchial respiration. What ma? Bronchial respiration takes place in the fishes. Of course, in the fishes, few of the fishes, that is called what ma? That is called diploid fishes. Diploid fishes, so that is what ma? Gills are there. Gills are there, and air sacs also there. Very, very important. Okay, gills are there and something lungs are there. Okay, so that's why these diploid fishes which is having so it is amphibian character also there, and the gills or fish characters are there. These diploid fishes also called connecting between the fishes and amphibians. Connecting between the fish and amphibians. These diploid fishes is called uncles of. Okay, uncles of. Okay, so amphibians. Uncle of amphibians, right? Very important. So this is the diploid fishes is called uncles of amphibians. So there is a gills and air sacs are there. This diploid fishes which is having it is a discontinuous distribution takes place. Discontinuous distribution takes place. We already discussed in the first semester. Later, what happened? Amphibians. Okay, amphibians. Okay, these amphibians, what happened? Example, frogs. Example, frogs. So these amphibians already discussed. The frogs are respiration. What type of organs are in the amphibians? Number one. What man? Lungs are there. What man? Number one. Lungs are there. Lungs are there. Which respiration? Pulmonary respiration. Which respiration? Pulmonary respiration takes place of lungs. That is one of the thing. Next one what we done? Next respiration. So that means buccal cavity respiration takes place. Already we discussed in the previous semester, right? Buccal cavity respiration takes place. And third one, that means skin, which is responsible for the skin. That is already told you. Cutaneous respiration. What ma? Cutaneous respiration takes place. Cutaneous respiration takes place in the what happened ma? The frog. Okay, in the frog also the skin which contains skin glands are to secrete the mucin. The skin always wet in condition. That's why the frog always skin is wet condition because of skin glands are modified to mucus glands. Okay, to secrete the mucin. Okay, so if it is skin is coated with wax, the frog is going to die because of 70 to 80% of respiration takes place through the skin. Okay, there's a major respiration takes place in the frog of amphibians, right? So that is one of the important. And one more important, very, very important thing, very, very important thing in frog. In frog, okay, tadpole larva. What ma? Tadpole larvae. What ma? This tadpole larvae, remembering one thing, this tadpole larvae which is having in the embryo stage, gills are there. Okay, but in adult, these three type of respiration, but in the tadpole larvae which takes place respiration, bronchial respiration, remembering one thing. Okay, amphibian larvae takes place bronchial respiration. Okay, but adult pulmonary respiration, buccal cavity respiration, and the cutaneous respiration takes place. Very, very important. Okay. Next what ma? Next reptiles. Reptiles. These reptiles, remembering one thing, reptiles are which contains lungs. Reptiles which contains what ma? Lungs. That's why that takes place pulmonary respiration. Which respiration? Pulmonary respiration takes place. And A's, birds are already given. That is, birds are which are contains lungs and air sacs are present. Okay, what ma? Lungs are present and air sacs also present. Already given. 9 air sacs are there. Okay, 9 air sacs are there in the birds. Already given in the previous semester, right? So the A's which contains respiratory organs, lungs are there and air sacs are there which are responsible for the pulmonary respiration. Which respiration ma? Pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration of God. So the respiration takes place through the lungs and air sacs is called pulmonary respiration in A's. And next one in mammals. Okay, in mammals, what especially in mammals, what are the in mammals? What are the respiratory organs are there? In mammals, remember one thing. Okay, so in mammals, what ma? Okay, in mammals, what are the respiratory organs are there? That means we are discussing about okay, what are the respiratory organs are there? Especially for lungs are there. Lungs are there. So these lungs are responsible for the. So what ma? Which respiration in mammals? Okay, that is pulmonary. Pulmonary respiration takes place in the. Okay, the lungs are responsible. Okay, we'll discussing about what are the respiratory organs. Respiratory organs in the mammals, especially for man. Okay, first respiratory tract are there. What are the respiratory tract? For example, see, for example, see the external nostrils, nasal cavity, internal nostrils. Internal nostrils are there. These internal nostrils and what ma? Internal nostrils, pharynx. Okay, pharynx. Then larynx are there. Larynx and what ma? Trachea. Trachea and primary bronchus. Okay, secondary bronchus. Okay, and tertiary bronchus. Okay, and next one, what ma? All alveoli. What beta? All alveoli. This all alveoli. These alveoli are called. Alveoli are called structurally, functionally unit of lungs is called alveoli. So these are all the respiratory tract of mammal respiration, that is special for man. What are the respiratory tract? External nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, external nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea. Okay. So next one, primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, alveoli. Alveoli is called structurally, functionally unit of lungs is called alveoli. So these are all the responsible for the what happened man. So respiration in man. So in mammals. So tomorrow we're discussing about this respiratory tract of man and how the respiration takes place in the what is the process that takes place, what is the mechanism is there, what is oxygen transport and carbon dioxide transport, and how to controlling of the respiration. The especially for okay. Okay, now tomorrow we'll discuss about. Hope understand. Next tomorrow also sharp will give time link also there. So because of tomorrow exam is there and some work also there, we'll give the link and we'll explain. Right? Thank you very much. This is Krishna, HOD of Zoology of Sri Vasavi Degree College, and this class also uploaded on YouTube. And please subscribe our channel to strengthen our channel and share it your friend, comment it. Okay, now all of you, my dear friends. my dear students, you must be those who are absent. Those who are absent already are giving the link into the group. Those who are absent, you must be seen and you must prepare the notes. We need the okay here. So thank you very much. Once and I repeat, please subscribe, share, and our channel, Krishna Entrepreneurial Channel, and strengthen our channel. Thank you very much. So this is Krishna, HOD of Zoology, Srivasadi College, signing out.